divinely guided messages for healing of your mind, your body, and your soul. Today's message is going to be about reclaiming your body. Reclaiming your body. How can we reclaim something that we are always inside of? How inside of our body? So I'm speaking from the soul perspective, on this soul's journey in life, your soul living in your body. So here on planet Earth, so you live in your body, and your soul, like when you be born, you come out here in a human form in your soul, and your journey starts. And then as you get older, or like always, you gotta need a place to stay. So reclaiming your body, yes, reclaiming also your physical presence, like your house, your apartment, your room, whatever, however you live. So, and then on planet Earth and in the universe. So we live in our body, in our home, on Earth, in the universe. So how can we reclaim the body? And balance in things, yin and yang, balance in things. Balancing work with schedule, rest, and relaxation. How can you do that? Balancing work with rest and relaxation. Balancing, reclaiming your body. The body image these days is so, challenging, messed up, difficult to keep up with, maybe. For the young ones growing up these days, terrible. Like I don't know how they're gonna do. I don't know how they're gonna turn out, because they're gonna have a lot of issues. Like these people growing up these days are gonna have a lot of issues when they come up. Reclaiming your body. Okay, so the body is gonna carry you throughout your whole life. It is the place, the first and foremost. Like I have been homeless several times. I've been sleeping outside. So the house, you don't technically need your house. You don't technically need your apartment, and you don't technically need that. You can sleep outside if you want to. If you have to, you can. And that works well too. Like it works in its own way. But without the body, you couldn't sleep anywhere. Like then you'd be a ghost, maybe. I don't know. But then, so your body, how can you reclaim it? I think that a lot of us have almost, like there's so many things to think about. There's so many things to plan out. There's so many things we have to keep up with. There's so many things we have to keep an eye out for. There's just so many things to, like, I don't know. There's just so many things. So how can you then reconnect with your body? Because we get drafted into our thoughts, in our thought worlds, and we all have our own little world that we are inside of, living in. And so how can you be more focused on your body, like the movement of your body, like being present in the movements, like reclaiming your body, being more present, like maybe in the morning, like a morning ritual, like to really connect with your toes, connect with the bottom of your feet, connect with your ankles, like connect with your knees, connect with your hips, connect with your joints, like connect with them. And when I say connect, like mind-body connection, so that you are aware of this vessel that is carrying you throughout life. The body is amazing. Like the body, all of your emotions, everything that you encounter is being stored in your body somewhere, unless you work through it. So the body holds a lot of answers for us. And sometimes, like I know for me, I didn't want those answers. Like I didn't want to know what had happened to my body. I didn't want to know all the bad stuff that had been done to me. For me, surviving this life, being able to move forward with my life, it was necessary to block it out. And you can do that. You can block it out. But it'll come back, and it'll come back, and it'll come back until you face it. So once you start reclaiming your body, it can be uncomfortable, because maybe, I mean, just like a little example. So when I was very young, like someone drove over my heel with a car, like literally my heel. And so, so that's one example. And then it break it or it didn't do anything like that, but it was like a shock, and it was just emotional impact, and the heal, and it was painful and scary more than anything, I think. And so I kind of tried to forget about the heel. I was like, I don't want to think about the heel. It's painful and I don't want to think about that. So now, though, with the morning routines and with the reclaiming the body, coming back into the body, and then when I then focused on my feet and my heel, and this old accident might come back up again. And you might, the reason why I'm saying this is because you might experience things like that, and it can be uncomfortable. But unless you want to go through your whole life with a car heel or like a tire heel on your foot, then you have to work on it. Otherwise, you'll be dragging it with you until the end of time here on planet Earth. And so, unless you work on these things that you have inside, you are going to carry it with you. You can carry it with you. There is nothing wrong with it. But reclaiming the body has so much to do with creating a safe space for yourself. It took me years, and it's still working on. You have the right to say no. You have the right to say no to anybody. You don't have to explain it. You have the right to say no. It's your body. You don't have to go and do all the things that society is telling you to do. You don't have to do any of it. Like, you don't have to let anybody, like, they say, oh, you can't survive without touch. Yes, you can survive without touch. Like, it might be weird, it might be a little bit empty, but I know for sure that you can survive without touch. And so there are many things that are being told to us. And there are many things that are shaping us on this spiritual journey. So your soul in your body, reclaiming your body, your house, it's like building your house. Make it a strong one, a healthy one, and love all parts of it. It does not have to look like that. It doesn't have to look like that. It doesn't have to be like that to be good enough. Body is amazing. Your body can do so many things. And once you start to, and you know what the things that you got to do. Sometimes, like, I try to go to the gym 4 times a week. And I try to, I pray about it, and I'm like, I'm trying to feel where is my weakest parts in my body. And then, okay, so when I go to the gym, I try to work on that. And then I can strengthen my body little by slowly. It's like, who would want to live in a leaky house? Like, if you have a leaky house, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to get a coach, or you're going to hire somebody who knows how to fix it. Or if you're on a budget like myself, then you are going to fix it yourself the best of your ability. So then you do the research and you figure out how you do that. And so taking care of, like, you wouldn't want to live in a, if you never took care of your house, your apartment, you want it to be pleasing for your eye. You want it to be a space where you can relax, where you come home, you look at all these things that make you feel good. So when you come into your own home, it makes you feel good, and it makes you feel peaceful and relaxed, and this is my space. Now I don't have to play any roles in here. I don't have to do the things that everybody says that you have to do to be accepted. I don't have to do anything. I could just be who I am. And this is why a lot of us are actually disconnecting from our body, because we don't know who we are. And we don't know what to do when we're alone. And we don't know what to do in that space. And so this is the mystery of life, you could call it. The mystery of life, trying to teach you, trying to show you on this soul's journey that your purpose here on this planet is to be in tune with who you truly are. And that is not who I am. It's not who they are, or this is, or they are, or they, or he or she, or them, or whoever, whatever. Like, it's who you are. Like, how do you find that? Well, you got to start listening to within. Create that space in your body that you feel good about. Like, you don't have to go to the gym like 7 times a week, and you don't have to do like shredding and so you can see every single muscle that popping out, though that's very fascinating that the body actually has all those muscles. I can't believe it, but it's true. And so all of these things, but you don't have to look like that. You don't have to be like that. You can be inspired by it, and you can allow it to teach you things. And taking back this safety, feeling safe in your own body. You don't have to go out and show off, but if you love going out and showing off, then do it. Like, there's no like just being comfortable, being okay with is like, don't beat yourself up on it. When you look yourself in the mirror, how do you talk to yourself? How do you talk to your body? Do you ever commend it just for like being able to get you up in the morning, to be able to walk on your feet, to be able to run if you have to be able to walk upstairs and downstairs, and to be able to lift things, to be able to create things, and all this stuff that the body can do? Like, just because it doesn't look like that. No, it's not like a size one. Then, oh no, now I'm gonna be sad for my life. My whole life I'm gonna be sad because I'm not a size one. Well, you can do that if you want to, but then you're gonna live a sad life instead of being a happy life as a size 16 and doing things that you love, being out there and just enjoying your life. And there's no like reclaiming your body is just like surrendering. This is my body, this is how I was born, this is my body, and now I'm going to do what I can do to make it my friend. So I'm going to make my body my friend, I'm going to strengthen it the best I can, and I'm going to do the best I can to feel good in it, creating a safe foundation. Like, I am strong, you are strong. You don't know how strong your body is until you try it out and to really try. And nobody is perfect, so have compassion on this journey. Have compassion with yourself. Like, you want a safe body, you want a safe space that you can live in, and you want to make sure that the earth is safe too, because if we don't have anywhere to go. So unless Elon Musk takes everyone to Mars, which is not going to happen. So being mindful of the surroundings and the foundation that we actually have is really important. And I think it's very weird that we don't think more about it. But hey, so destiny, your destiny is going to be in this society. We all want the fast progress. We want it to happen like this. I don't want to start working on it today and then in like okay. So for me, maybe 7 years ago, I think something like that, I wasn't able to do much. Like, I was in a terrible shape. My body was in a horrible shape. I was sick. I've had so many illnesses in my body. I've had so many things going on in my body that I would, if I had took that as signs of what my body could do, I wouldn't have been thinking that it would be capable of being healthy body, being a good friend to me, so it can carry me through my life. But here we are, and I've put in the work, and you have to put in the work, but it's worth it, because if I had just stayed the way I was back then I would still be that same way, or worse, probably way worse. So the time that you have here on planet Earth, how are you going to use it? What do you want to do with it? How do you want to feel while you are here on planet Earth? And so building the foundation, cultivating your strengths. Like, what are your strengths? What are you happy about? What is good about your body? How can you then balance it out, find it so that you can patch the leak, so you can fix the interior, and you can brush it up. Maybe it needs a little more paint inside for you to love it when you come home. Maybe it needs, so I just learned how to do refurnishing floors, which sucks big time. I'm never gonna do it again. Never gonna do it again. That is a dusty, hard labor. But I saved a lot of money on it, and also I did it because it's a part of my spiritual journey. And it's not always about the things that you do, it's about what you learn when you do it. And so going through this process is something that gave me a lot of things: strength in my body. It helped strengthen my back. It helped me do a lot of things that I needed to do for my body. And it's not necessarily what you need to do. So you have to just listen, whatever you feel drawn to. If you feel drawn to doing this paint project yourself, you've never done it before, you have no idea what to do, but you just feel drawn to it, then just do it, because in there somewhere there is something that you are supposed to learn. And this is the spiritual journey, and it doesn't always look like like flowers and rainbows and unicorns and all that stuff. It looks like growth, and growth is usually takes time, and usually is can be challenging, but it's the best thing that you can do. Confusion, when you look within and you follow your own path, like, it's going to bring some kind of confusion often, because society around you is going to say that it's different, it's different. And it's like, the powers to be, what would they like? Okay, so the medical, the food, the spiritual, like the religious, the everything that is laid up for us, it's not laid up in a way that is going to help you become your strongest version, or it's going to help you become the best version of yourself. It's not laid out like that. It's laid out like, you are going to get this all real quick. We're going to give it to you real quick. We're going to give it to you real cheap. And you are going to be suffering from it, but it's going to be real easy. So we're going to give you an easy route here to suffering. And I mean, it is kind of suffering. Like, when I was like 220 pounds, that's suffering. Like, I was suffering. I didn't want to move anywhere or go anywhere because it was a heavy load to carry. And so, but it was easy to get there. It's easy to get there. I can still get there really easily, like hide the cheese. But I love cheese. But so you can get there. But so anyway, reclaiming your body, like it's society lays it out, so it's easier for you to go downhill so fast. You have to be the one to say, okay, I'm going to put my blinders on. I'm going to be on my spiritual journey. God didn't create you to be like that. Well, he created you the way you are, but you have the free will to do what you want with your life while you are here on planet Earth. And so reclaiming your body, taking this, nothing in your life is going to become what you want it to unless you have a safe, strong foundation. Fast progress hardly ever happens, especially when it comes to change. It takes time. You have to be patient and compassionate to yourself. Finding balance. While you do this stuff, and I promise you, like, I didn't know any of this when I started out. I just knew that I cannot ride 1 mile on my bicycle without having to take a nap afterwards. And that sucks. Life sucks like that. So I knew that. And that was the only thing that I could really focus on back then. So then I tried to do that over and over again so that I could get stronger. And I didn't know any of this stuff back then, but I didn't have to know that. And this is the point, because answers will unfold when you start walking your walk and you start listening to within and going with this little hunches and doing those little weird things that is just like for you. And you start doing these things, then answers will unfold as you walk it. So your road will appear before you when you walk it. But you got to keep your blinders on to all the noise and all this unfortunate information that the society is money. They want your money. They want your attention. They want you to get hooked on their stuff so they can make money. And they live completely different lives out there, like the hamburger people or making all the ice cream people or stuff like that. Like the people who make the money, they don't go and eat all of that or do all of that. They just found a recipe that got you hooked on it. So now they can get all of your money, which is business. And so you have to be the strong one to be able to say that I want to live a good life. I want to be happy. I want to find my own voice, my own authenticity. And you cannot do what everybody else does if you want to be authentic. It doesn't work like that. Tide of transition. Decide today to start something in your life that you would like to improve on. Reclaim your body. Tide of transition. Embrace the tides of change with openness. Be open to the change. It's not that hard. Well, it's challenging, it's difficult, it's scary to have change and all that jazz going on. But allow the ebb and the flow. Answers will unfold. Allow it to unfold as you walk the path, and have courage and have the knowledge that you are strong enough to embark on whatever journey that it is. With balance, put your blinders on, be on your soul's path, and you will find the happiness, the joy, the authenticity, your voice, everything that you've been wanting. And I could go on this subject forever, but I'm going to stop it right there and just say that the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, and respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.